Hey yo, welcome back everybody to the Battle of the Gyms Round 3. This time we're taking a look at the Hoenn region, the wettest region. You know what? No, I'm not re-editing that. We should all just be ashamed of ourselves. You're better than this. So, forget the intro, we're just gonna get to it. Rules are in the description, praise a like and sub, and let's get going. So almost immediately we're gonna catch this super cute baby Whismur over here, and I just love this little guy. Look at him, he's so cute. And then next, we're just gonna catch a little Shroomish. Our team is already stacked, and I don't even know why I include these early Ivy battles anymore because this is just a joke. But anyways, we're gonna go for high jump kick, and then quick attack so we don't risk the miss, and then just take out the Starly. And then just like that, Ivy is gone for the first time. And then here we're gonna catch our Ziggy boy over here with pickup. Torchic gets a little too old for trick-or-treating after that candy and evolves into Combustion. And then we're right back into the second Ivy battle, and I mean, Ivy, you were just wasting our time. Please go home. We're just gonna Hoenn Claws for the accuracy, and then just proceed to one-shot her entire team with high jump kick on the Monferno, and then gonna go for another high jump kick here against the Dracovish. Next up, we'll finish off the Staravia with a little Supercell. Trico gets a little grow up here, because he's a grass type. Get it? Hey, I heard you like Marshtomps. Whismur, I hardly know her. Ziggy Smalls evolves into Ziggy Biggs.
The name is Breloom. It rhymes with doom.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.
I guess we'll talk about our third rival battle here since it's kind of in my contract. So I do throw out the Leech Seed, and then my plan was to just kind of stall out until Breloom died so I could just get the free switch, but somehow we managed to get the win there. And as a result, Marshtomp evolves into the best Derpy boy, and Grovyle is going to take one step closer to finally becoming relevant. Amazing. For Staraptor, I kind of just go for the same strategy of just leaving Breloom out until he finally takes one for the team. And it goes exactly how I expected it to. So we end up going into Swampert here, and we're just going to go for the Ice Skull Crash, which of course we missed the first one because he flies again. But we almost take him out right there, and for some reason he goes for close combat instead of trying to avoid the hit, so we do get the kill on him. For Dracovish, I wasn't really sure if I had anything I could switch into right here, and so I ended up just going for, Ice Skull Crash, and of course it does not go very well, but we just, let Swampert take one as well, and for some reason, again, I went into Blaziken. I didn't think that one through very well, but, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't making mistakes here, so try to learn from him. I don't. But either way, Sceptile's going to come out, and we're just going to Giga Drain until he eventually dies. And then do a little quick attack here to make sure we outspeed. I think we would have anyways. I wasn't really paying attention when I was recording it and wasn't sure if I was outspeeding or not. And for the Metang, we're going to go for Assurance a couple times and then just kind of take him out pretty easy. So just like that, Ivy's out of the way and Loudred evolves into my neighbor. I am going to catch this Dusclops right here because one, I like, to have something else that's a little bit tankier. But also, it'd be pretty good to have a curse strategy so we can have a backup plan against Eternatus. So unfortunately, we are going to go ahead and get rid of Exploud, so he didn't get to stick around very long. And then we're going to evolve this Dusclops, and I was hoping he would be an algorithm driver, but the last video, no one really commented on that, about the Ursaluna. So, come on guys, get angry. Also, I want to go ahead and say that coming up soon, a large chunk of the gym leader battles, and unfortunately also Rival Fival, is not going to be included. Part of my footage actually was corrupted. I realized after I, finished and was starting to edit this currently, as I'm saying this part right now. So, I can say most of them went pretty easily though. Rival Fival gave me a little bit of trouble, but still no losses up until this point and including that point. And I guess I can't prove it, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. So, these videos are edited, you kind of have to take my word for it anyways, so nothing's really different. I am considering doing a live stream for the Gen 4 run though, which could solve that problem anyways. So if you guys would be interested in that, just let me know in the comments, and I would probably do a live stream sometime soon, and then I'll upload the footage afterwards for anyone that misses it, which would probably be most of you. Anyways, getting back to what's left of the fight, we're just gonna high jump kick the Infernape right here, and then do the same thing to the Staraptor we always do, Pinky, and Supercell. Electivire isn't going to be an issue, we're just going to go for a high jump kick here and hope we don't miss. And we do get the one shot on him. And last up we have Metagross, and we're just going to go for the Blaze Kick, and it's pretty easy. Ivy hasn't been too big of an issue. Just want to show off this Kartana catch that I get right here, for no reason other than just, it's kind of a nice little encounter. Speaking of which, going to catch this Gardevoir right here for reasons, and go ahead and just replace Breloom. Also, here's a shiny Charcadet that I'll probably use in a run later. Going to grab this Mega Bracelet, also for reasons. Pretty. Surprisingly, Gym Leader Crest actually does give me some problems this time. So we're going to go after the Toxapex and do a little Supercell and take it out with a couple hits. And so with Basculegion, he actually does manage to survive and get the kill, but he's going to faint from his recoil damage. At this point, we're going to kind of just go into Sceptile, and hopefully we can just Giga Drain and Leaf Storm our way through. But I wasn't really sure which one was going to kill, if Giga Drain would be enough, and I was afraid for something stupid to come out, but the Semaphore misses, so kind of works out anyways. Blastoise, we're just going to Leaf Storm just to make sure it goes down. And unfortunately, that does leave us in kind of a bad situation here, because we have the damage reduction, and we almost died to the Ice Spinner. And then of course we've been reduced again, so we decided at this point we're just going to stay in until we faint, but still managed to get the kill off, and then fall to the Seismitoad. At this point, we're going to go ahead and go into the Mega Gardevoir, because we do have Thunderbolt now, even though it doesn't help us against the Seismitoad, but we're able to take it out anyways. Hatched a lot of good Pokemon during this run, so this Hoopa's probably going to show up again too, because Magician is so fun on Endless. Here, Will is going to tell us that losing is not an option, and we're going to take that personal. I was considering switching out, but I end up just deciding to go with the Swampert anyways, and I'm just going to stick with it and see what happens. But we do decide against Hydro Pump, just afraid for the miss, but then we get lucky and he switches into Xatu, so we do get the nice Avalanche hit, and we're able to do a couple more and get it finished off before anything really matters. Against Slowbro, however, I don't really have anything that can do damage to it, and so I try a little Rock Slide just to see. And then we're going to end up switching into the Sceptile. And he's kind of just going to come in and proceed to clean up a little bit with Assurance. And then whenever Exeggutor comes out, Assurance is not really doing all that much to him. And so I was taking a look because I couldn't remember what it actually did. And so I end up going for the Leaf Storm, and it is able to knock him out. But for the Mr. Rhyme, now I've got the stat reduction. Not really sure if I'm going to be able to do anything. Assurance is a little bit of damage, but Sceptile still ends up going down. But we're just going to have to throw Dusknoir and let him put in some work getting the Shadow Sneaks off. And I think he's just going to clean up the rest of the team, if I remember correctly. I couldn't really decide between Shadow Sneak or Ice Punch. I'm not sure why I went for Ice Punch here over Shadow Sneak. I think I just wanted to see how much damage it would do. And I was wrong. He does not clean up. He gets cleaned up. But we do have some, pretty strong hitters in the back line, so the whole team is just kind of stacked on this run. I don't really have any weak links at this point. Even Lanoon is pretty good in battle when you think about it. But anyways, we're just going to go into Mega Gardevoir and finish off the Slowbro with Thunderbolt. And then kind of just finish off the rest of the team because Gardevoir is amazing. Mega Sceptile was not the Mega we wanted, but he was the Mega we needed. So Koga's going to show up next, looking for revenge, I guess probably because we stood his daughter up by leaving her out of this video. But he's just going to pose even less of a problem than she did. I was kind of worried with Gardevoir having the Fairy type if the Poison was going to take me out, but hoping the Psychic typing could just carry me through. But this Tentacruel actually scared me because I was pretty sure it would outspeed me. And, 100% sure I wouldn't survive a hit if it did. And then of course it's got counters for Blaziken. It can counter Mega Sceptile. I don't really have anything that can deal with it. Maybe Swampert. But it was almost like, at this point, I was thinking about sending the Lanoon out. But we do go with the Mega Sceptile, hoping that we can just take it out before it goes for any poison attacks or anything. And he does switch out. Probably just afraid that we would be able to outspeed and take him down. But Mega Sceptile does fall to the Scolipede. Scolipede? I don't really know how to say that. I'm guessing Scolipede. And at this point, I wasn't sure what to use because, again, Gardevoir is not super fast and almost dead. And so we do end up just going for the last resort with the Lanoon. And it doesn't do that great, but he did a little bit of something. And so Dusknoir is going to come back in to once again be the end game carry for me. And Koga's got a Goga. And Bruno's going to talk about his superior power, which is just really hilarious to me, considering he's basically just an honorary Elite Four member. I mean, I think if I had to choose an Elite Four, I would just leave him out and have it be the Elite Three. And you'll see, it doesn't go any different than you expect any Bruno fight in any Pokemon game to go. I mean, he wasn't even really a real fighting trainer in the original games. I mean, he didn't really have anything good then either. And here, I mean, he's trying to do a little bit better, but I mean, we got Gardevoir. We have so many counters for him. It's not even funny. We're outspeeding everything. We've got Moonblast and Psychic. I mean, I could have just skipped that fight and been fine. So Karen's gonna show up asking to speak to our manager, and I'm just like, alright, fine, if you really want to. And so we're gonna throw Mega Gardevoir out here and just let her put some work in and sweep the team. And we are gonna take a little bit of the damage from the Dart Pulse, and we're gonna do a little bit of a setup, but probably overdid it and ended with a nice 69 health. But we're gonna go ahead and get a little scared here because Weavile can outspeed, and so the manager does get taken down. So assistant manager Blaziken's gonna have to come in and kick Karen out of the KFC. We're gonna go for a quick Hone Claws right here just to make sure we don't miss any of our attacks, and then the Honchkrow is just gonna go down to a Supercell. Houndoom's not really gonna be an issue for high jump kick. I think we're just gonna high jump kick everything at this point. We got 3 high jump kicks coming out. There's fixing to be a 4th one come flying. Blaziken does not play. You don't come into his KFC talking crap or you're gonna get smacked or kicked. Lance, on the other hand, is always that one Elite Four member who really just deserves to be on the team. They say he's a dragon type trainer, but I mean, he's basically just flying type, and you're gonna see in a moment that he has one of the weirdest, most random things on his team. I don't know why, if there's a reason for it. If you know, and there is, please let me know in the comments, but you'll see when it comes up. But yeah, so we're gonna kind of struggle through Lance at this point. We can kind of take out the Dragonite with Avalanche if we could get the hit off, but we know we're probably not going to. And so I'm kind of grasping at straws to really know what to do, and so I end up trying to just go for the kill and hoping I would, just be able to get the free switch, but we get lucky and he misses. So at this point, I was just kind of happy. And Mega Sceptile is going to come in to try and take out the Kingdra, so we do have Scale Shot, which could do some pretty good damage, but of course he switches into Exeggutor. And we just go ahead and finish off with another Scale Shot anyways, so. Now this is the one I'm done, does anybody know why this little thing is on his team? I mean, I'm not complaining, it didn't pose any threat, and I do get that cool flinch off on it, but I just don't understand why it's even here. And I don't know, but so anyways, we're gonna just go ahead and Scale Shot the Latios a couple times. He's gonna heal back up. He does take us out with Core Enforcer, which is kind of unlucky, but we do still have Dusknoir, and he's kind of just like the cleanup for our team. He's got the priority move, he's pretty bulky, he's got good attack power. It's worked out pretty well so far. And so he does go for Dig here with his weird mouse that shouldn't be here. And I was pretty sure I'd survive. I got really good defense, but I was kind of nervous. But we're able to take it out and then Shadow Sneak the Latios, so its speed didn't really matter. And now that Lance is out of the way, take a look at this other shiny I got that'll be extremely helpful in my run later. With our final Ivy battle, it's kind of easy to tell that she's going to switch into Rayquaza against Swampert, so I get that easy predict with Avalanche. And I'm staying in and continuing to do the Avalanche, hoping that I was going to get the miss, but of course I ended up getting confused, and so now I'm kind of worried, am I going to get confusion damage, am I going to even, live, and then of course I don't. So we're going to go ahead and switch into Mega Sceptile, I almost called him Mega Rayquaza, and get the Dragon Scale off and go ahead and take him out. Against Metagross, I wasn't really sure what to do here because my attack damage isn't that great. I know Assurance isn't going to do much. And so I eventually just go for the Mega Drain to see how much it's going to do. I probably should have just thrown out a Leaf Storm because it does basically nothing. And Assurance actually did about the same damage, if not more. But Mega Sceptile is going to go out too. Dusknoir is going to come in and try to clean up. But of course, Staraptor is going to really get in our way here. And I don't have a great way to switch in and counter this. So I'm just going to go for Confusion and then try to put a curse on it. And so Dusknoir does have to go out early this time. But he manages to, put in some good work and really cripple the Staraptor. And here, I'm afraid to put Mega Gardevoir out, because I'm pretty sure Staraptor is going to outspeed, and I don't think it can take a hit. So we're going to just go into the Lanoon and try to hope we can get some lucky flinches. But we were not able to, and we're basically both almost dead. And so I know he's going to outspeed me here, so I just go ahead and take the sacrifice for the free switch. So Lanoon has to, be remembered, I guess. But he actually did it. Like I said, he's actually really good in battle, surprisingly. You wouldn't think that, but Lanoon's pretty dope. Against Dracovish here, we're just kind of wondering. I was going to go for the high jump kick. I don't know why I risked the Hone Claws. I guess I just forgot that he was a water type, but I do luckily survive the Fishious Rend. And now we're buffed up. We should be able to just sweep the rest of the team. We take the Staraptor out. We've got the Infernape here. He's not really going to be an issue. We just high jump kick him. We have Electivire, high jump kick that too. He's pretty slow, so not an issue. And then Metagross is just going to be the same as before with the Blaze Kick. And so once again, Ivy is finally Bybee. We are now finally up to Eternatus using our Hoenn team. And it shouldn't be too big of an issue. The real problem is going to be just getting him into his second phase so that Dusknoir can come in and curse him. And not losing too much of our team in the process, because we need to make sure we're going to be able to survive afterwards. And so I do end up going with the Swampert here. He goes for Cosmic Power, which was kind of lucky. And we're able to get him down with the Avalanche. And so now it's just going to be getting the curse off and not dying in the process. And so I elect to not switch in because I'm afraid if I switch, he's going to get that free hit. And I don't know how well Dusknoir will be able to survive. So we're able to do the curse. Luckily, we do eat the Eternamax cannon pretty easy. And so we get the curse off. And at this point, it's kind of just a waiting game. I'm pretty sure I can survive, but also, like, I mean, I'm sure Swampert can take the hits, but Mega Sceptile, I don't know how much he can really handle right here. And so I was doing a little look just to see what Mudshot did, because I don't think I used it like the entire run, and I actually forgot what the move did. But I'm hoping by lowering his speed, maybe I can get Mega Sceptile to outspeed him again and get some flinches off, but that doesn't really work. But we're still able to hold on. We've got like 1 or 2 more turns to go before he's gonna die. And it ends up coming a lot closer than I thought it would. And so I'm kind of struggling right here of like, okay, what do I do? Do I risk doing the high jump kick and missing, and then I die, and then this is going to be my first loss? But I end up doing it anyways. He goes for Recover, which of course just makes this even more painful. I was really hoping he would forget that he had it like he tends to. But Blaziken does end up falling. We're down to just Swampert. But we're able to stall and get him out. And I was so happy. Like, it seems like no matter how well the fight goes at the end, I always end up with just 1 Pokemon left. But yeah, I have now managed to beat Classic Mode with just Gen 3. So I think I might actually put them currently as like first place. I know this isn't really fair because the longer the games go on, the more stuff I'm unlocking, and you know, the later gens are going to get more chances. So I guess this isn't really a competition as much anymore as just a fun little challenge for myself. But I do want to go ahead and apologize. I know this video is a little short. My last one was a little short as well. I've just been pretty sick all week. It's been kind of rough trying to get the recordings done and everything. But I'm trying to pump them out while I can. It also didn't help that a large portion of this one got corrupted. But I'm pretty sure, you know, I'm feeling better now. So moving forward, things should be better. So if you guys are liking the content, make sure you like and subscribe, drop a comment. All of your support really means a lot. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me here. I appreciate the advice, even some of the negative advice that I'm getting. That's fine. Everything is very important. But yeah, so I will probably live stream Gen 4. I think that'll be kind of fun, and it's probably going to be pretty frustrating because there's not very many Gen 4 Pokemon. So if you guys think that would be a good idea, make sure you let me know, and I'll be sure to put up a notice and stuff and everything before that comes up. But in the meantime, catch y'all later.